Hey everybody, this is Matt with Lasso Procurement. In our last video, we created our first purchase requisition that we can see here. And then in this video, we're going to go ahead and create our request for quote for our suppliers to respond and provide pricing for what we want to buy. So there's two ways that we can go ahead and start with that RFQ. So first on the drop down, I can select create RFX, or within the request line item itself, I can click on create RF, the RFQ or the RFX icon here. So if I click on that, I'm going to have my purchase request line items that are not already part of an RFQ, and then my supplier choices. So I'm going to go ahead and select both these line items, and I'm going to initially send it to both of my suppliers that I have set up, and I'm going to hit submit. And this is going to go ahead and set up the RFQ for these line items and the suppliers here right now. So and right now. Right, so I've got by default it'll set the deadline a week out from today's date, and then I have the options to update the notes if I want to submit anything to the supplier. So if I want them to quote FOB destination, I can add that, and then optionally if there's technical data that I want to add as well, I can also go ahead and add add my technical data, and I can do that there, and I'll select update, and that will go ahead and save. And so right now I've got both of my suppliers, and I can see both of my line items here that I can expand out. So additionally, say I can also, if I wanted to remove a supplier from the bid list, I can just select the supplier and submit remove, and I can see that that supplier is now removed, and I can optionally go ahead and I'll now have the option to add that supplier back. And so you can add and remove suppliers, and then you can also for the line item, you can do the same for the line items. So if I want, so I've got my two line items here. If I wanted to remove this one, I can set it to remove and remove the line items. And then I can see I just have the one line item, but I'll go ahead and add this one back, and I can just quickly add it back right there. So you can add and remove both the suppliers and the line items at your convenience. But this request now is in the supplier's queue for whenever so the supplier will get an email at the address that was listed in their contact info. So that's why it's important to make sure that their contact info is up to date. They'll get an email, and they can go ahead, create a free account on the Lasso platform to respond. And so that's what we'll go ahead and do next. We just finished creating our request for quote, and then next we're going to go and see what it looks like from the supplier's side to create their free account, and then they'll see that the request is just automatically dropped in their queue, ready for them to review and provide pricing to us. Thanks.